This is how I remove my brake caliper slide pins. So you have to take off the tire first. Take a look at the vehicle up, take off the tire, turn the wheel towards where you are working to expose the brake caliper. And then once the brake caliper is towards you, then you remove the caliper itself, the caliper bolts, and then remove the caliper. So initially I tried using my channel lock to remove the slide pins, but I realized that they were so tight. So I had to resort to another method, which is to get my penetrant, WD-40 penetrant, to spray between the boot and the slide pin. And you have to apply as much penetrant as you can in order for it to run down into where the slide pin sits, especially if the slide pin is rusted inside the housing. And it is very important to leave it for a couple minutes for it to soak. So as I said, spray enough penetrant between the boot and the slide pin and let it soak for like 10 minutes, and then you can use a channel lock, or in my case I use a pipe wrench to get enough leverage and get enough force on it. You have to be careful not to bend the slide pins, or else it won't be able to go back in. So here I am applying more penetrant, but if you are watching this video, as I said, apply as much penetrant as you can initially and let it soak inside. So once you start to remove it, it will be easier for you. If you have time, let it soak, let it sit for like 10 minutes, and then try to remove it with something that you have leverage on. Just letting it sit for a couple minutes, then I try to remove it again. Okay, so now that channel lock is not working, I went ahead and got my vice grip, got my pipe wrench, tighten the pipe wrench to the slide pins. These slide pins, they don't have a consistent like head like what typical bolts have. That's why I had to use the channel lock pliers to get a good grip on it, give it turn, get it to rotate down, get it to rotate up, just to get the movements going. And after that I'll just use my channel lock to just complete the process once I got movements going. So it's moving now. You have to be careful not to press down or move this up too much. It can be bent if you pressure it too much. So try as best as possible to just rotate the pin inside the housing, just clockwise and anti-clockwise. Just rotate it until you get some movement. I'm applying more penetrant. I got the movements, so wherever the movement came from, I want additional penetrant to go and fit in that space to free up the other parts that are stuck. And this is the grand finale for this one, using but the channel lock to move it free. So after much back and forth, finally got this slide pin out. As you can see, the grease on it dried up, so got stuck inside the housing. It's a similar procedure for the top one. Apply penetrant, use a pipe wrench if you have one to get some movements on it. But the top one, apparently penetrant did what it was supposed to do while I was fighting with the bottom one, so it wasn't as hard to remove. But on the other side, I had to use my torch to remove it. So there you go. This is how you remove your brake caliper slide pins if you're ever in a situation like this.